a shark bait.
Come and get it, people. Come and get it. Come and get it. This is episode 75. 75. And you might not be able to tell, but this is also our Halloween special. You probably couldn't tell so far, but it is our Halloween special. And, well, first off, I got to say, in Hollywood, the use of silly string is prohibited on Halloween.
Why?
What do you think about that?
Why would it be prohibited?
I don't know. All the shit Hollywood gives us, yet we can't fucking use silly. I'm a little offended by that, to tell you the truth. That they throw all this shit that they want us to spend money on to go see, and fucking silly string.
What, is it like toxic or something?
I don't know.
Too much CO2 in the environment?
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, welcome to Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk, Halloween edition. Also, number 75, like I mentioned, is 75 a milestone?
I would think.
I would think too, but 75 doesn't get like as much credit as 25, 50, or 100, even though they're all about equal. Right?
The NFL did a 75-year anniversary.
They did. Okay, so
the NBA did too.
So we'll consider this a milestone then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We are the patron podcast of Auto Brewery Syndrome, provocatively dressed Catholics, midgets from the Mideast, and fat folks feeling fine. And I wasn't going to get into this quite yet, but speaking of fat folks feeling fine, I've been a little sick this week, but nothing compared to what my partner here has gone through. What do you want to tell? I'm going to just let it open to you. This could take 10 seconds or 55 minutes, but you went through some literally shit this week.
So, I think even last week's show, I was complaining my back was hurting and all that kind of stuff. And I really just had a hard time manipulating. I sat in this chair and it helped, but it still hurt. And as the week, so that we did the show early because,
right.
And so then that Saturday, I went on a poker run to ride ATVs. And I was almost in tears by the end of the ride because that constant just vibrating and gyrating and all that.
Okay, 2 days before that, we had a beer night.
Yes.
Was that hurting you at all?
Correct.
I
stood up like 4 different times. Like,
that's right.
I'm dying. Yeah.
I must have been drinking. I forgot that.
So, yeah. So then that Saturday we rode brutal. I honestly expected to come home with like bloody pants. Like I'm telling you, it hurt that bad. Like I just felt like I was sitting on razor blades. So Monday I go to work, brutal. I told the show got delayed. I couldn't sit in my office chair anymore. I was popping Advil. I had it down to where I could take Advil every 4 hours, knowing when it would start to wear off.
See, I thought maybe you did this just to get away from the shit I was going to give you because we recorded on a fucking Wednesday and he can't have it up on fucking Monday. I'm thinking you were just fucking coming up with an excuse.
So let me cut to the chase.
Okay. I
made a trip to the emergency room Thursday morning because I couldn't sit anymore. Couldn't work. I told my boss I had a 7-centimeter pilonidal cyst on my tailbone and buttocks area. And 7 centimeters, if anybody's wondering, it's bigger than a golf ball, but smaller than a tennis ball. And I was sitting on it.
You're not going to show that, are you? We actually do have film footage. I'm going to put that up. Well, it's up to you anyway every week, but I'll put that up to you.
I don't know if anybody wants to see it.
I know I didn't, but you sent it to me.
Oh, yeah, Misty filmed so when unfortunately, because it was infected, they wouldn't put me under, and they literally lanced it in bed. And they gave me 8 shots of Novocaine, and I didn't feel a single one of them because everything that dude did. I mean, if you watch the video, he takes his old scalpel, and he doesn't just do he's like cutting Sunday ham on the. He does more than like one of these kind of deals.
And you did scream like a little bitch.
I've never experienced pain like this. The first initial drain was gross. I'm sorry you're here to hear this, but.
Who our live audience or the people that are actually watching?
Pick them.
Everybody. Okay.
So that initial incision, I couldn't feel anything because it was numb, but The warm, it was like somebody put nacho cheese and just drained it down the back of my balls. It was the grossest feeling. And I knew what it was, so that made it even
What
worse.
was that, nacho cheese in the back of your balls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you've all felt that out there, haven't you?
Just like that warm nacho cheese you put out with the scoop. That's exactly what it felt like. And then the whole room just started stinking to high hell. It's the worst smell. Misty said she came up to think she could smell it as soon as the elevator door opened. The whole floor stunk. Yeah, so they drained over 100 cc's of fluid out of this thing, and that hurt. I screamed when he was pressed on it. The thing you hear in the video, the way it kind of goes up, there's a top pocket, and when he went like this to press that to get it out, I saw stars. It hurt so bad. And then that was over, but then they got to pack it. They're leaving it as an open wound. So now they got to take this ribbon-like gauze. They got to make it a ribbon because they got to pull it back out. And they got to stuff this gauze in my pocket to let it drain. And boy, it's like taking a Q-tip about this long and putting gauze on the end. And it's like watching Elmer Fudd pack his muzzle loader, like that third pack is when you really.
And then does it hurt when they pull it out too?
That's not as bad, but it's not pleasant.
Because I've had my nose broke several times.
Okay,
and I've had it packed both ways, and I don't know, maybe I was out of it, but it hurt a little bit more when they were actually pulling it out.
No, not so bad that way, but not fun going in at all. Yeah, and the good news is it's still an open wound as I sit here, and I get to experience that for at least 2 weeks.
Well, okay. So you think you're having a bad day? Maybe not quite as bad as our. What are you dressed as, by the way?
I'm Samurai Chatter.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what the fuck you were. Okay. And maybe you watched that gross film, or maybe you didn't. It was up to him. Anyway, back to Pittsburgh Dive Bar talk.
Please.
Okay. Our website, Miller, is still doing his beer every week. You can rank a new beer. I've been using this as a tease. We haven't put it up yet, but I'm going to start rating pizzas.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
We're going to put that up real soon. Maybe by the time, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
you need to tell them that you're ahead of Portnoy on this.
I feel a little shitty because I know Portnoy did it, and I didn't even know who the fuck he was because I don't watch. You watch a lot of stuff, and I don't.
I was late on Barstool though. Like they've been around fighting with the NFL in the early 2010s.
Yeah, and
I didn't know anything about it.
And the only thing I know about him is what you would tell me. So I didn't know anything. So and Portnoy does rank pizzas, and it's going to look like I copied, but no, I fucking came up with this idea before I knew he was doing this shit. But fuck, anyone can rank a pizza, and you can't really go by it anyway because we all have different tastes. Right. But what I did, what I've started, is I rank it, and then I have a guest do each one too. Nice. So you're seeing two people. Instead of just fucking Portnoy, you're seeing two people and what they think.
Yeah.
Most of it will be local, but I'm willing to go other places. I've already got one in the hopper from Ohio, and maybe I'll do another. Who knows?
There's a couple new places in Pittsburgh I want to try. The one's right where I used to work.
Where
Sully and I used to work.
And I grew up I didn't grow up there, but I lived in Ambridge when I was young, and they have two places that are pretty famous.
Yeah.
I actually did buy a pizza warmer. So I can put it in the car and drive home with it,
That's awesome.
Yeah. All for you, the home viewer, just so you know. Yeah, just for that.
Good recommendations.
Anyway, our pick 3, we had monsters for the last 3 weeks. Ended up a tie between Hannibal Lecter and Jeffrey Dahmer, which both are kind of along the same, they're the same type of monster.
Yeah.
And, you picked Dahmer first.
I had him first.
So, yeah. Okay. So you were very instrumental. We had a decent participation, but now we're even having more participation for this next one. Our new pick 3. So go to the website right now. Don't waste time. Your top 3 television sitcoms. Top 3 television sitcoms. And the reason I know we got good participation in this, I texted someone and they were at a party. So a bunch of people participated already. So we probably have more participation in this now than we've had in most of the ones we've ever had.
Wow.
Okay, so 3 TV sitcoms, your top 3 TV sitcoms. Now, if you're new to this show, not many of you are, but we don't do politics. Thank God we'll be done with that shit soon.
I can't wait.
I know. We don't do religion, and we do minimal sports. So that brings me right into my segue. I'm going to talk a little bit about sports. I have season tickets to Kent State football. Not only are they ranked 134 out of 134 teams, they have not had the lead all year. Since I last talked to you, they've had 2 games. One game was 3-3. I thought maybe we took no. Never had the lead. And then yesterday, not even close to the lead. So we've not had the lead all year. And now we are officially the only Division I team not to have won a game. All other 130. Yeah. I checked the standings. There was a huge upset this week. A non-win team beat an undefeated team. Kennesaw State beat Liberty. So that Kent State not only
man,
last in the nation in the rankings, never had the lead, and the only team in the whole country that has not won a fucking game. How about that, huh?
Wow.
Okay, so I'm done with sports. Let's see. I just heard this on the TV today, a few hours ago. This woman who's going to be prominent coming up here in our podcast next week, she got some advice from Taylor Swift.
Oh, boy.
And Taylor Swift told her to be undeniable.
Ugh.
What the fuck does that mean? Do you know? Do you even know that?
This is one of the... No, I don't know why you're undeniable. It just means you won't go away. No, I don't know what that... It's one of these... No.
Well, I'm denying it, damn it. Is that being undeniable?
Apparently not.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but we're going to work on that because I guess if we become undeniable, then we'll become popular.
Yeah.
All right. I got podcast numerology.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got a lot of it too. I got a lot of it. Hopefully I go in the right order. Okay. Yeah, I'm in the right order. Okay. As far as athletes go, number 75. Mean Joe Greene.
That's the easiest
and
one.
You're not going to come up with another one because they don't have that number anymore.
Yeah.
And Deacon Jones of the Rams.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah. So I don't think we have to go any further on that.
I'm with you. I think so.
But now I threw a little curveball here.
Uh-oh.
These people are 75 years old, and tell me which ones. And you guys can play along at home. Bring out your home version, and you can pause, but
don't cheat.
Yeah, don't cheat. These people are 75 years old. King Charles, that's Huckamuckfuck's father.
Mm-hmm.
Ozzy Osbourne is 75.
I did know that.
Billy Joel, Samuel L. Jackson.
Wow.
If you don't know who he is, every movie ever made, he's the black guy. I got that from a movie. I thought that was from Ted 2, I think. Meryl Streep.
Okay.
Bruce Springsteen.
Ugh.
Lionel Ritchie.
Oh.
Hank Williams Jr. Ric Flair.
Woo.
George Foreman. Richard Gere.
Okay.
That's quite a group that's 75.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to ask you. We're going to have Would You Rather in Samurai Chatter, but we have Would You Rather right now.
Yeah.
Just for you. I know you don't like Bruce Springsteen at all.
That's what I don't like. Everybody likes him too much.
Okay. Would you rather go and pretend to enjoy a Bruce Springsteen concert or spend a weekend with Meryl Streep where you have to do everything, not just like and get out of there? No, you have to spend the whole weekend with her.
Man. Wow. I have to, and it's 75-year-old Meryl Streep, I assume.
Yeah, but if you want to go 10, Because okay, I can tell you, I'm going to see Springsteen.
Yeah,
I want no parts of Meryl Streep.
No, and I actually do like some of his songs. I just hate how everybody gushes over him. There's a lot of his songs I do like. Maybe not a lot of the more popular. I'm trying to think of the one I do. I can't think of the name of it.
Not Born to Run, because you didn't get that in the music game.
No, it's not that one either. No.
Which is coming up later on.
I like Glory Days. Glory Days is a good
Okay,
song.
that is a good song. So what are you going with,
I'm
Meryl?
taking Bruce.
Are you?
I can't imagine. Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
Me either.
Oof.
Well, there, we agree on that. Neither of us want to spend any time with Meryl fucking Streep. Okay, now this is new to numerology.
Okay.
These people were born in 1975.
Oh,
how about that, huh?
Year before me.
Yeah. Really?
76.
Damn. Okay. You'd think I'd know that by now. That came as a complete shock to me. Okay, so next week I'll put you on the list if I continue to do this. Okay. Angelina Jolie, Bradley Cooper, Charlize Theron, Eva Longoria, Drew Barrymore.
Wow.
Born in 75.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I am going to. We'll throw Bradley Cooper out, although we both think he's great looking.
I think he was in one when we were doing the dudes for a while. He was on.
Oh, yeah. We both like him.
Yeah.
But Angelina Jolie, Charlize Theron, Eva Longoria, Drew Barrymore. What's your thoughts?
I wouldn't have. I would have thought Angelina Jolie and Eva Longoria were actually older than that.
Okay.
Boy, if we're that's a tough.
That would be.
That would be there.
Yeah, matter of fact. Okay, save it. Maybe we'll do that for the next chili, etc.
Okay.
All right.
I could do that. Time wise, probably best we skip it anyway.
Okay. Well, you just told me something. Okay. 75 has 6 divisors. Now, you might have known that, but I bet you didn't know it is the sum of the first 5 pentagonal numbers, therefore a pentagonal pyramidal number.
Wow.
Did you know that?
I've never heard that word in my life.
Okay. A little more numerology, then one other thing, then we'll move on. 75 is the age limit for Canadian senators. And we don't do politics here, but that might not be a bad idea.
Oh, that should be, yes. Yes.
And let's see if you knew this one. 75 is the number of balls in standard game of bingo.
I don't think.
Did you know that?
I'm not.
I called a little bingo when I worked as a activities dude, as they called me, and so yeah, I actually did know that.
Nice.
All right. One last thing before we move on. You aren't getting out of here without learning something, because we are informative as well as entertaining and hardworking. That's right. According to New Scientist magazine, see if you knew this. A duck vaccination slashes bird flu cases in France. Did you know that?
I can't say that I did.
No, not many did. No, I'm not sure exactly how that affects us.
Well, how can they make that the next pandemic if they're not going to? If duck vaccine?
That's a pretty good segue. Because listen to this shit.
There you go.
This is another headline from this week's New Scientist magazine. Hot sauce reveals how expectation can shape our pain.
What?
Yeah. Now, Yi Luo of China says this has broader implications beyond spicy food. Aren't those the fuckers that brought us the pandemic?
Just give it.
You mean we could have just had some fucking Fred or Frank's hot sauce on our fucking shit and we would have been done with all that?
What's he? Look, tell Hong Kong Fooey, just give me my pad thai spicy 8 and shut up about it.
Okay. All right. I think we've had enough. We'll be back with
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Will we?
Well, thank God I have nothing to do with the next segment. Tiny's going to tell a Halloween story in our next segment. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. This is our number 75, and it's our Halloween edition. And okay, I was gonna first of all, why am I not smoking a cigar? Because in the cathedral, what the fuck? We have Girl Scout cookies in October.
Apparently, they're doing some kind of election run, and I actually thought we'd get disrupted with people picking them up because there's been 4 people here already today.
Have you ever heard of fucking election Girl Scout cookies?
Okay, who knows?
Okay, all right, that's number 1. Yeah. Number 2, I had another story that's fairly entertaining, but had nothing to do with me or Halloween. So I'm going to put that for later. And then I had one decent Halloween story. Only one in my whole fucking life. That's pretty bad. Number 1. Yeah, it is. It's horrible. I matter of fact, this Halloween I might fucking do some shit. No, I had this one time. I had no business winning a costume contest, and I won. But I had a photo, and I couldn't fucking find it. So as soon as I find that photo, whether it's Halloween or not, we'll put that on. Yeah. But since I ain't got shit, Tiny's going to tell a story that I don't even fucking know.
Well, it is pretty pathetic because my story's 30 years old. So what the fuck have we been doing this whole time?
Not a whole shitload, have we?
So yeah, the year was 1994. I was a senior in high school, and that's how long. That's pretty pathetic.
It is.
That's when this happens.
But you're topping me, so what the fuck can I say?
You got to sit and listen.
Yep.
So this time of year, and up here in the sticks, this is what we used to consider like prime time toilet paper and season, right? Like it kind of starts around homecoming, where you go and toilet paper their homecoming courts, houses, and then it just kind of carries over through Halloween, and then it dissipates from there, right? So
dissipates, nice word.
See that?
You've been reading.
I'm on antibiotics.
Okay.
So I'm at home minding my business, and 2 cars pull in the house, and it's a bunch of my football player friends. And this is something I just learned yesterday, texting my friends, getting details on this story. They were all coming from the original Quaker Steak and Lube down in Sharon.
Okay.
They went to watch the Monday Night Football game with our offensive coordinator. And
now, wait a minute. Was the offensive coordinator the guy that let you go to the food fight?
No, that was the defensive coordinator.
No wonder you guys never fucking won.
Well, the offensive coordinator was from another school, like the Catholic school up here.
Oh, really?
And he allegedly got fired for doing some weird extracurricular activities. And then here he is he's on our school, and he's taking all these dudes out on a Monday night, on a school night during the season to go watch football, right? Like whatever. I thought that was funny, but it makes sense because the group that was together, you wouldn't necessarily find it as a group. There were 6 of them, and they're like, we all played football, but we weren't necessarily a tight group that way, right?
So why'd they come pick you up then?
I don't. That's the answer. One of the questions I couldn't get answered. I don't know. I think because I was closest to the house we ended up going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they picked me up and they decided, hey, we're gonna go toilet paper this. I'm not gonna say who it is. She's actually one of Tori's class teachers this year. Super nice. I actually coached with her husband now. Baseball. They're nice. Somebody had a hair up their ass with this girl.
So you didn't mention her name, but you just described her enough.
Anybody knows.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, the people that watch the show, everybody knows the story already.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, super nice. Related to Guru.
Really?
Yeah. So they decide. I think if I have a hunch, the quarterback was dating one of her best friends, and my guess, when girls are like,
was anyone dating her?
No, not that time. No. But like when it's something, the girlfriend, she's getting bad advice from her best friend. That's why they're fighting, right? And so my guess is he had a hard on for that. I don't know that, but that's my theory.
Okay.
So we devised this whole thing about how we were going to do it. We had 2 cars, and we were going to have 2 drivers. Whatever. And I said, well, I'll drive because I'm the slowest. So I'll stay. I'll get there. I'll drive.
Okay. That was good. That was good strategy.
Yeah. So So we break up. We get there. We everything goes off without hitch. Like, this is way too.
They already had the toilet paper and everything.
They had
when
everything
they picked
ready
you
to
up.
go.
Everything was
They
ready.
had everything
Okay.
ready to go.
So you had to do nothing basically.
I drove from my house to that house, which was like 3 miles.
Okay.
And I should have the title of this story should be PA plate AHN 5513, because that's the license plate of the car from 30 years ago that I was driving. And I still remember it to this day because of this fucking story. It was Chris Pappas's car, whose name you know.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So everything goes off without hitch, and we're like, yeah, So we're going and we're making our way back. Well, the quarterback dude, he's driving his car, and he goes rogue. He pulls into her driveway and starts yelling. The front door's open, and starts yelling into the house. What the fuck are you doing?
That's not a good strategy as far as doing your thing and getting away, is it?
Not at all. And we're not back to our vehicle yet. So the dad comes out and starts chasing us. He gets in his car, and they're like, hey, he's coming. Well, we start taking off. The one dude had to go through Dukes of Hazzard style into the back seat. His feet are hanging out the window as I'm driving away. Well, of course.
How many were in your car?
Well, we got split into 2 and 4.
Okay.
But 4 dudes in a little Honda Accord.
Right.
It just, wasn't the cleanest of getaways.
Now, were you hoping at that point he follows the other car?
Of course, what happens? He follows us. Yeah. We split, and he follows us. So I'm going, and he's obviously, as you'll hear later, we didn't get away with anything. He's following us close enough where he got the license plate number. But I'm going, we did like a 5-mile thing. We went to the end of the road. We ended up going down 62, came right actually past here where he's still following us. This is before cell phones, so we don't know anything about the other car or where they rendezvoused,
right?
If they went where we were supposed to. I end up turning down here, and there's a guy who had graduated, one of my best friends, Doug Chady. I pull in his parents' driveway, and I shut the lights off, and the dad drives by.
Oh, really?
Drives by, and I'm thinking, oh, we made it.
Okay.
Yeah, like we're all pumped up, like, yeah, he didn't see it. Blah, blah, blah. We didn't think anything of it. Next day, school happens, whatever. We go to practice. I think this might have been our homecoming week. I could be wrong about that, but it was still football season.
Okay.
So we go out for warm-ups, and our head coach is already out for warm-ups, and he didn't come out. The assistants always did warm-ups, right?
Yeah.
And he's already out there. Didn't think much of it. Once everybody gets out, everybody line up. We go and we do, 50 up-downs.
Before a game?
Oh, no, this is practice.
Practice.
This is
Okay.
Tuesday. This is after the Sunday night football game.
All right, that's right.
This is
My
Tuesday.
bad.
This is our first day in pads for the week.
I've been drinking too many.
No, you're good. This is our first day in pads for the week. We do like 50 up-downs, and then the old football field had like an outside security fence. We ran that twice.
So the guys on the team that had nothing to do with it had to do the 50 up-downs and run.
And nobody knew what happened. Like, we're still clueless. Like, what the fuck? It's Tuesday. Like, we're supposed to be going over game plan, and we're doing calisthenics. And we got like 3 weeks left of the season. What are you trying to get us in shape for? We had no idea what was going on. He comes back, and we're all dying. He's like, anybody got anything I want to say? What the fuck he's talking about? All right, 50 more up-downs. Fuck.
How much did you weigh in high school?
I got down, my senior year, I got down to 234.
Still, 50 up-downs have to be.
I probably played at like 250 in high school.
Okay.
But I got down and camped about 234 or 230 something. 50 more up-downs. Dying. He didn't make us run the second time. And he's like, anybody got anything to say? Everybody I texted, this is the first thing they remember telling me. One of our linemen, Jason Shirley, great guy. I love him. Good dude. But he raises his hand. He says, Coach, I was with my girlfriend past 10 o'clock last night. Coach, like, this isn't about you, Jason. Go away. And I think we did a third set of up downs before finally the quarterback, Rocky's his name. I'll tell you, everybody knows who this is. Rocky raises his hand. He's like, "Coach, I got something to say. We toilet papered a house last night, and it finally broke." That's what the coach was after. The dude got Chris's license plate number, ended up calling the coach. I didn't realize this, but it was like 12:30 at night at this point. I didn't know it was that late. And called the coach and said, "Hey, some of your football players are out toilet paper."
What time did you what time did you go to their house?
I didn't realize it was that late.
Were you allowed out that late on a school night?
I got away with quite a bit when I was younger.
No wonder you're such a fuck up.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you're doing a podcast now.
That's probably pretty fair. Yeah. So he destroyed us. We had to do, all this extra stuff. Practice sucked that day. And of course, at the end, he had to give us because it was like, of the six of us, it was, I think, 4 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore. And all starters. I mean, we all, who didn't start, right?
Yeah.
And at the after practice, we got the, you're supposed to be leaders and better examples and whatever. But man, we thought we were in the clear, and then practice we just got our asses handed to us.
So was it just the one day and then it was over?
I think that was over. Yeah.
And okay, did you feel bad at all?
I didn't really feel bad. No.
Yeah, but did you feel bad for the poor fuckers that had to do all that shit that did nothing wrong?
I didn't look at
like who's that dude?
Jason.
Shirley?
Jason Shirley.
That fucking was out with his girlfriend a little late, and he's doing all this shit.
I didn't look at it that way, but I know everybody they were pissed at us for at least a couple of weeks. They were
I would be too,
because he beat the first 50 and then running around that fucking thing. I mean, it's probably a mile around. I would imagine. It's a half mile around.
Fuck, we're many years later. You can embellish. It was 4 miles around. They had to do it 17 times.
So, yeah, all something. And I didn't have skin in the game. I don't even know why I went. It was just one of those, like, they showed up, like, all right, I'll go. I didn't have any skin in the game. I had no issue. Everything,
So you were a fucking follower, not a leader at all.
In that instance, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right, there you have it from our samurai chatter of how he fucked up. I'm sure. I'm hoping you guys all. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk, Halloween edition, number 75, which may or may not be a milestone. I do have some Halloween facts here today for us. Strictly Halloween.
Wow.
I'm not going off the script on this one. Okay, these people were, I'm going to give you 2 groups. See which group you like the best. Okay. These people were born on Halloween. Rob Schneider, Vanilla Ice, Dan Rather. You even know who he is?
Of course I do.
Okay. Then we got 3 dead people. John Candy, Michael Landon, John Keats. You know him?
He's the only one I don't know.
Okay. And I didn't expect you to know him, but then you talked about you reading last week. Keats was a famous poet. Okay. I don't know much about poets. I know he was a poet, but he died at the age of 25.
Oh, wow.
Like, that's pretty impressive to be famous for the rest of time when you only had 25 years on this earth. And you got to figure the first 15, he didn't do any fucking thing, Yeah. Hell, it took you 17 to toilet paper that fucking house. Okay, sorry. Willow Smith.
Ugh, yeah.
And Kat Dennings. You know her?
I do.
Do you? I didn't think you'd know her.
Isn't she the chick with the big tits?
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course I'm going to know that.
Because I was going to do it this week, but I might do it later. I was going to do a battle, would you rather, the 2 broke girls. It was Kat Dennings and Beth.
That's an easy one.
Well, for you just, because, the other one does not have it. I think the other one's pretty.
Oh, no doubt.
She doesn't have those big titties you were talking about. Man. Okay. I was born on Halloween. These people died on Halloween. Harry Houdini. George Halas. You know him?
George.
He's kind of the father of the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
He,
that's how I know.
he owned the Bears and was with them for years and years and
Yep.
years. Indira Gandhi, River Phoenix.
She was assassinated, wasn't she?
Yeah, very. Yeah, she was. Damn.
Yeah.
By her bodyguards.
That's right.
She should have hired different bodyguards. I wasn't going to get into that, but yeah, that's some shit.
That's it. Fucked up.
River Phoenix, Maurice Lucas. You remember him?
Oh, yep.
Willie McCovey. You know him?
Of course.
And Sean Connery.
Ah.
So they died on Halloween. Would you rather be with a group that was born on Halloween or died on Halloween?
Ooh.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough. Oh, that's a good question.
It is. Except for Kat Dennings, Willow Smith.
Yeah.
That's the only two chicks. There were no. Oh, and Indira Gandhi.
She's not my type.
Yeah, no. Well, we'll let you and anyone else ponder that for a while. Okay.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to give you some real facts about Halloween. Some of these I did last Halloween.
Okay.
But you guys don't remember that. I know you don't remember.
They don't remember us wearing these costumes.
Well, and I did wear this last year, and I don't apologize at all. Like, I always thought it was kind of weird buying a gown for $25, how much ever money, and then never wearing it again. I just think that's fucking stupid.
I agree. We're getting our run on these.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, maybe I'll wear this every fucking week. So I just bought some new Hawaiian shirts, so don't worry. But this may come up in the summer. Consumers spent last year $12.2 billion in the United States on Halloween.
That's insane.
And to break it down, $4.1 billion on costumes, $3.9 billion on decorations, $3.6 billion on candy, $500 million on greeting cards.
Ugh.
Have you ever bought a Halloween greeting card?
I can't think I've ever. No, absolutely not. No.
And now, you'd think these would match up, but they don't. The ranked the favorite treats for Halloween.
Go ahead.
Reese's, Snickers, then a three-way tie, candy corn, Kit Kat, M&Ms.
I remember we did a pick 3 on this.
I think we did. And
the candy corn one resonates. How does that make the list? They're so gross.
Yeah. It's funny you say that too, because there was some other list I read about the worst, and candy corn was on there.
Yeah.
But still, okay. These are the top 5 purchased.
Oh,
You would think you'd purchase what people like,
right.
but no. Reese's, so that was number 1 on each.
Okay.
M&M's 2. Number 3, hot tamales.
Ugh.
4, Skittles, and 5, Sour Patch Kids. Why aren't people buying fucking Snickers?
Yeah.
You cheap fuckers.
Yeah.
Go out and buy some nice size, not the bullshit little kind.
Square.
Yeah, buy some nice. It's only Halloween only happens once a year.
That's right.
Do you have any trick-or-treaters come here?
We have no. This will be our 7th Halloween, and we've never had one.
And we don't either. So, sorry, I'm drinking medicinally, so that doesn't happen very often. We don't have them. We'll never have them either. Man. But yeah, so it's easy for us to say. But yeah, if you're gonna splurge, buy some Snickers. That's what people want, but no one's buying them.
And get the big ones too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Don't.
Okay. I got some more facts here. I got lots of facts. It said 73% of people participate in Halloween. Do you believe that?
Using the word loosely enough, yeah, because even I would argue I don't, but I'm sure I do because I help Tori go around.
Okay, so you never do this, at least I don't think. Like whether I participate, I think I participate, but I haven't had to for the last.
Count? This should count.
Oh, this definitely counts. Yeah, 25% of adults pretend not to be home.
That's every day for me.
Well, yeah, but That means those people just don't want to give out candy.
Yeah, cheap fuckers.
I know. Now, okay, I told you I didn't have any Halloween stories, but one just popped up in my mind. Some motherfucker didn't answer his door. He must have been one of the 25% of adults. And we were fucking soaping his windows.
Yeah.
And he came out.
Oh.
I will say one thing. Like, it scared the shit out of us. But he did understand, and he let us go with a stern warning.
That's getting off easy.
Real. I know.
Wow.
And what we were using, for you kids that are watching out there, is Roland the only kid that watches?
I think so, yeah.
If you get a thing of wax, it makes it a lot worse, harder to. We started with soap, but then we were told wax makes it a lot harder to clean up. So we were putting layers of wax on people.
That's fucked up. I never knew that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're just not entertaining. We're informative here. Speaking of that, where do you think the largest parade is? Halloween parade?
Mardi Gras, Louisiana.
That's a good try. New York City.
Yes.
But now here's what's weird. 70,000 people march in it.
Jesus.
And 2 million people watch it. A Halloween parade. Can you believe that?
That's insane.
Do we even have a Halloween parade in Pittsburgh? I don't think we do we?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But and I'm not against Halloween parades, but 70,000 people march?
They probably did get that many for the WNBA title parade.
Right. Okay. All right. I'll give you another little quiz. What state do you think grows the most pumpkins? And I'll give you a little. This state grows twice as many pumpkins as any other state.
Oh, wow.
They're kicking ass.
The first state that came to mind was Iowa, and that's no reason.
You're close.
Oh.
You just come a little bit east. Illinois.
Oh.
They grows twice as many pumpkins as any other state. I think I brought this up last year. The record for lit pumpkins comes from Keene, New Hampshire in 2013. 30,581 lit pumpkins. And this year, though, I did a little research. Their population is 22,905.
Wow.
So
I do remember that from last year because I brought up a graphic about it.
Yeah. So that's a lot of lit pumpkins that a bunch of people had to light more than one. And now that we know 25% don't participate, a lot of people are like lighting 9-10 pumpkins. Okay, the fastest pumpkin carving. I did not tell this last year. 16.47 seconds. And when you're carving, you must have eyes, mouth, nose, and ears.
Head, shoulders.
Exactly. But that's some pretty quick shit, though. Well, with a knife, I don't know. I'd trust myself to do that.
No way.
Hope that guy wasn't too messed up Halloween night. Okay. There's more to this than luck because the same guy has broke the record 3 straight years. Largest pumpkin, 2,749 pounds. And he's done it 3 straight years in Minnesota. But this is fucked up. He had to take it to California to get it the official. Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly. Why can't they weigh it and don't they have fucking scales in Minnesota?
Come on.
Yeah, that's bullshit. And okay, last Halloween fact for you today. Accidentally, there was a communication malfunction back in the, let's see, what war was this? The Korean War. Tootsie Rolls were airdropped to the soldiers. They weren't supposed to be.
Oh. Not
only did the soldiers like eating them because they said it gave them energy and I can't think too much nutrition, but not many things you can. They also plugged holes, bullet holes for vehicles and equipment. How many things can you eat and enjoy and plug bullet holes with?
That serves some utility.
Yeah. The next time you're eating Tootsie Rolls, though, I just want you to think about that. Especially if they're a little cold and you have to chew on them real hard. Yeah, those are fun. Fucking plugging bullet holes in Korea to this day. Okay. Okay. Fun and games is just about over. We'll be back with a movie and music game. We'll see if this Samurai Chatter guy can fucking keep the streak going. Are we giving you enough time to for Jeff T's song to be playing?
I think I fucked it up last week, but the last week's show was
last week you
wreck. But no, I think I told you if I go from segment to segment, it gives me about just enough to play us out.
Okay, you told me that, but then I don't know if I really fucking believed you. But all right, we'll see.
Each segment bridge is I think defaults to 5 seconds. So I try to stretch it out a little bit longer, but there's no science to how, because here's the thing. Again, I try to cut it off where the music fades right when you start talking. So
you could always start it earlier, though.
Yeah,
so come to think of it, yeah, you're fucking up, not me. All right.
Of course.
All right. We got the movie and the music game. Movie game, I give you a character, 6 characters. And then we'll talk a little bit about the movie. This, once again, is our Halloween version. That's a little fucking hint for to try to help Samurai Chatter over here. And, okay, first character. Doesn't have a name, but...
Oh, no.
And I'll admit, and I'm going to admit that because this is going to come up in 2 segments, too. I don't watch this genre of movies as much as you do.
Okay.
But I forget what I was fucking saying.
You talked about how the character doesn't have a name or something.
Right. But this one could, I don't know, maybe this could give it away right away.
Okay.
We'll see. Because usually the first one I give you, you have no chance.
Yeah.
But okay, first character, the 3-fingered typist.
I don't know based on that.
No, yeah. Okay, I thought maybe you would, because, like I said, I don't watch these type of movies nearly like a lot of other people apparently do.
That's kind of funny, though.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I should know it.
And you know, as soon as I saw 3-fingered typist, I thought about that
the
bartender. Yeah. Tiny. By the way, that's Tiny, and I'm the Prince of Pittsburgh. I actually look like the Prince of Pittsburgh, don't I? He used to frequent a bar, Stumpy's, that had a 3-fingered bartendress, right? How'd she look besides the 3 fingers?
She was topless, too.
Was she? Oh, you're kidding.
That was a stretch when they were doing topless bartending, yeah. And if this tells you all you need to know, Kevin and I went there in between a tattoo session. It was like 1:00 on a Saturday in downtown Monaca, and it's one of the old school bars you had to walk down.
1 a.m. or 1 p.m.?
Oh, no, 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
1 p.m. And we walked in, and sure as shit, she was standing there topless at an empty bar. The 2 of us were the only 2 in there for about 3 hours. So,
how was she?
She was super nice. I can't say anything bad about her because she was so nice.
Okay.
Yeah. She had a lot of homemade tattoos. Let's put it that way.
Homemade tattoos,
stuff people get at like the kitchen table instead of going to like a real place.
Yeah, but wait a minute. I don't think the rest of our home viewers out there weren't really worried about her fucking tattoo taste.
I'm trying to be nice here for once. Would you?
Okay. All right. So we had the 3-fingered typist. I bet you some people already have it out there.
Yeah.
And remember, you can pause, but
don't cheat.
Don't cheat. Okay. Next up is Jane Butterfield.
That sounds familiar.
After that, we have Lydia Dietz. Okay. And then we have Barbara Maitland. 3-fingered typist, Jane Butterfield, Lydia Dietz, Barbara Maitland, then Charles Dietz, and Sarah Dean. Now, the absolute star of the show, I can't say because his name was what the name of the movie is. So, 3-fingered typist, Jane Butterfield, Lydia Dietz, Barbara Maitland, Charles Dietz, Sarah Dean. You got any idea?
Wow. My pain meds must be wearing off.
And this is our Halloween edition.
I know. That's what's killing me. You said a he, and they're so.
You don't get it at all, do you? All right, I'm going to give you a hint.
Go ahead. I'm not going to get it.
No, you might.
Oh, okay.
You should get off this hint.
Go ahead.
They've done a sequel very, very recently.
Oh no, that could be anything.
No, it couldn't. How many Halloween sequels have they done very, very recently?
A bunch.
No, you're full of shit.
They just redid the one with Jamie Lee Curtis. She just did a three thing of them that came out in the.
Isn't he stupid? All right, you don't know it, right?
I don't.
Okay, it's a Beetlejuice.
I've never seen Beetlejuice.
How about Beetlejuice?
I didn't know that. I should have thought of that. Damn it! With all the Pittsburgh ties.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
So, what year did the movie you never saw come out? I hope you missed this. I'll be pissed if you get this. Actually, I was rooting for you to get but now I'm not rooting for you anymore.
Oh heck. So this is 24. It's got to be some kind of anniversary or some shit from when it came out the first time in 24. So I'll say 86.
88.
Yeah.
Good guess, but no. Okay, a few things about Beetlejuice. It cost $15 million to make, and they made $85 million at the box office.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. $70 million.
Yeah.
They had to be pretty happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Keaton, who was Beetlejuice, ad-libbed most of his lines.
Oh, wow.
And he only appeared in 14.5 minutes of the movie, but I don't think that's that strange.
I don't either.
I think a lot of times the star doesn't appear in, much more than that.
I agree.
Okay. You'll like this one, I think. Producer John Peters thought of casting Sam Kinison as Beetlejuice. Wouldn't that have been hilarious? Keaton was great.
Yeah.
But Kinnison's agent never told him about it. What kind of fucking agent is that?
Jesus.
I mean, at least say, hey, do you want to do it?
Right. Right.
And this has to do with the title. Tim Burton, who was the director, he jokingly suggested the title Scared Sheetless. And the producers loved it, but he hated it.
Oh, no.
So he said, no.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah.
Shame on me. I have never seen this movie. I don't know why. I love Tim Burton. I love Michael Keaton. It's a good movie for everything I've ever seen. I mean, it's pop culture, for Christ's sake.
Well, you should fucking go see it. Or not see it. It's probably on your TV every day.
Maybe I'll try while I'm stuck at doing nothing.
That's different from how? By the way, I will say one thing. You hadn't sat in a long time, and you've been sitting. I've gone out to pee twice, but you haven't got up out of the chair yet.
I'm afraid to stand up.
Okay.
It's going to hurt.
All right. Well,
it's
good.
It's going to hurt when I stand up.
When I stand up, I'll be leaving. Okay. All right. Now, music game.
Whoa,
now we get serious. Yeah. This is Tiny and Paul G are undefeated. I guess you call it undefeated, right? They haven't missed one yet. They've gotten everyone.
That's right.
Okay. So once again, I'm going to give you, we are in our Halloween edition.
That's right.
I give you the lyrics and we'll see if he can get it. And you're allowed to pause, but don't cheat. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman Dracula and his son. The scene was rocking. All were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker 5. Do you know what this is?
Is this the Monster Mash?
Yeah! All right. Is that the only Halloween song there is?
I don't know. It's one of the best.
There can't be many Halloween songs. Okay. I'm going to guess you're going to. I thought you might get that. I didn't even know, though.
Yeah.
Paul G., you can relax.
Yeah.
But there's no way you know who sung that.
My Uncle Rick would know this for sure. This is right up his fucking alley. I have no idea who did it.
Okay. How about a year? because I'm not going to prod you on the artist because, no, you wouldn't know him.
1962.
Woo! Yes! How about that? How about that?
See,
Tiny got the year. The singer is Bobby Pickett. The Monster Mash. I don't think he had a whole lot of other big hits.
He doesn't need one.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. So you went, 2 for 5?
There it is.
But the streak continues. So you'll have to tune in next week because this may never, ever, ever end. Who knows? Who knows?
I'm still going to the Hall of Fame, 400.
That's right. Okay. And I'll be back with Argy Bargy. Nothing to do with Halloween. Have you seen this Domino's ad where the person comes out of nowhere with an emergency pizza? What the fuck is an emergency pizza? You can have an emergency with your car. You can have a medical emergency, but an emergency fucking pizza. And the one I watched the other day, the guy couldn't get the lid off the fucking sauce jar. And now someone appears with an emergency pizza. This fucker can't afford $6.99 for a goddamn pizza because he can't do that. Here's what you should do. Fucking send the fucking pizza to the homeless and buy this guy a gym membership so he can get the motherfucker off of there. That's what you should do with your emergency. That's my Argy Bargy. Welcome back. It's time for our most popular segment, Chili, etc. is what we call it this week. Tiny is not drinking because of his medical condition. Is that correct?
I would agree, yes.
And because of my medical condition, I've been actually drinking more than normal.
In excess, I would almost say.
Yeah, I'm having a little trouble putting together sentences right now. So that's why we're such a good team. We even out.
That's
How
right.
about that? How about that? So anyway, actually, Tiny, I got to give you credit. You came up with 5 of these women for our Halloween edition. And it's 5 women from horror movies, and then I added 2. So the last time we did this, I forgot for the fairy tales, I forgot to say it. So I'm going to do this right from the beginning. Sissy Spacek from Carrie, Jamie Lee Curtis from Halloween, Marilyn Burns from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Linda Blair from The Exorcist, Lee Remick from The Omen, Adrienne Barbeau. I added these 2. Adrienne Barbeau from The Fog. So the guy's been bugging me about Adrienne Barbeau for he better be fucking watching this shit. Mm-hmm. And Sigourney Weaver. Now, I said from Ghostbusters, but you were right. She's from Alien, so you can do either one. And you guys have the home version. You can do either one, too. And you can pause if you'd like. And what we're doing is F, marry, kill, which you know what that is, pouring chili on someone, playing hopscotch with someone, taking them to Arby's, having the beef and cheddar with the Arby's sauce, could get messy, going up the St. Louis Arch, but the elevators break, and you're up there with just you, her, and Willie Nelson. Going to Afghanistan in a crawl space, which should be fun for 2 days, but then you got to get out of there. And it might be bad, might not be. I've never been to Afghanistan, can't say for sure. Or you're going in a car to Centralia, Illinois, and which is an 8.5-hour trip from Pittsburgh or wherever you are. It might be further. And you have no air conditioning and no radio. And you're going to spend all that time with them. So without, I guess that's a lot of further ado, isn't it? God damn. Took me 4 minutes just to explain that shit. We're going to see what Tiny has to say, and we're going to have to see what I have to say.
Yeah. Your 2 additions really kind of threw me curveballs, but in a good way, though, because I think it was cut and dry for me initially. I will say I'm starting off. I'm killing Adrienne Barbeau, and only because the first time our different twist guy inserted her into our Would You Rather, he had 2 very viable choices. So I'm only killing her because he inserted her.
I'm actually glad. Number 1, I didn't kill anyone, so we won't have them all the same.
Right.
But number 2, you're right. This guy's been a pain in the ass.
I can't remember which time it first came up, but she's going down.
Take that, Mike Gross.
There you go. That's right. Take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it made it more of a challenge because Sigourney Weaver in Aliens, she's like half naked through half the movie.
And I took her in Ghostbusters, and she ain't bad in that either.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think that makes it. I still think Jamie Lee Curtis is a bigger notch in the belt, so I'm effing Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
But then I think I'm marrying Sigourney
Weaver.
Yeah.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah. Although she was a debate for the trip to Centralia because I think she's been doing movies so long with cool alien stuff. I think she'd have awesome stories. But I'm marrying her. Sissy Spacek. I couldn't do anything. She's like the nicest person ever. I'm doing hopscotch with her, and I'll probably even let her win, even though my newfound
really.
My current condition, I think she'd win by default.
I was going to say, wouldn't anyone win right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Could you bend over and pick up the fucking rock?
No, not right now. So who does that leave? That leaves Marilyn Burns,
Linda Blair, and Lee Remick.
Yeah, and I Lee Remick from The Omen. That movie's so dark. The original one for me was really dark, and for some reason, every time I went to her, the Afghanistan one popped in. I don't really have a good reason why, but that's where I put her.
You know what? You don't have a good reason for most of the shit you do, so
that's
don't apologize.
Yeah, no,
that's your norm.
And then Marilyn Burns from Texas Chase, I'm taking her to Centralia. If we have any car problems, I think she'd be able to fix it, and I wouldn't have to get out of the car to do anything.
Okay.
And then that leaves Linda Blair, taking her to Arby's. I
Arby's.
like where that might go. Yep.
Okay.
That's my list.
All right. We only got one the same.
Good.
One the same.
Good.
Okay. So here's where I'm going. Now, got to make sure I don't read yours. I just read mine. And I'm going with the characters here. You know, not the actor. Okay. Not that really fucking matters. Sissy Spacek, I'm taking the Afghanistan crawl space.
Whoa.
Because first off, I'm not a huge fan of hers, but in this movie, I think she started out okay, and in a little crawl space, I don't think she could do a whole lot of damage to me. So we're gonna have a good 2 days, and then when it comes time to get out of, if anyone fucks with us, she like has knives that can move. She has telekinesis, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So we're getting out of there.
That's fair.
So yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm nailing all 7 of these chicks. I didn't mention that, did I? See, the one you killed, you're not. Who did you kill? You killed Adrian Barbeau. Yeah. I'm nailing all 7. So I'm getting her in the crawl space. Jamie Lee Curtis, I'm playing hopscotch with. Because in Halloween, she was a decent person. All this bad shit happened.
Yeah.
She just needs some normalcy. So I think if a guy comes in, let's play some hopscotch. I think that'll be nice for her, and I'm gonna nail the shit out of her.
There you go.
Okay, Marilyn Burns. I'm taking from Chainsaw Massacre. I've never actually seen this movie.
Oh, you should.
But I read it. I read about it. I'm putting her in Centralia because she seemed like a nice person that just bad shit happened to. Didn't they kidnap her or some damn thing? So I'm thinking she'll have some really good stories. And then, as I'm being a nice guy, I'll comfort her at about 18 rest stops on the way to Centralia. So I think I'd probably do her more than anyone else.
Wow.
Yeah, although Sissy Spacek in those 2 days, I could probably, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we get to Linda Blair. This was the most interesting one for me.
Yes.
As her head is spinning around,
oh no,
I'm pouring chili when her head's backwards. Not looking like when her head's backwards, I'm pouring chili. And then when her head comes forward to me, I said, I just bought you dinner. What the fuck? And then I'm going to bring up, it was her comment, not mine. So don't be looking at me.
Yeah.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell. All right. That's in her mind. I just bought you dinner. Let's see what we get right now, bitch. Okay. So, yeah. I think me and Linda Blair are going to be doing it, or she's going to be doing me anyway.
Well, you could just lay there. She could make the bed do all the work.
That's true. And that's kind of coming up. Not quite. Lee Remick, she was just a normal person in the home, and bad shit befell her. And I always liked the way she looked, so I'm marrying her.
Wow.
Marrying
Okay.
Lee Remick. Adrienne Barbeau, I'm taking her up the St. Louis Arch. And you know why? In the fog, she was a DJ.
Oh.
So we get up there. Me, her, and Willie Nelson smoke dope, and we probably do it. Then she can play some music. Like, I know you love music. So do I. We'll have our fun, and then we'll just chill until the technicians come and fix the fucking elevators.
That's a good idea.
You know? Yeah. Unless Rapunzel comes, of course.
Hopefully it's that one from...
the one you put up, and then she'll put her hair out, and we can get down when we want to, which might not be for quite a while. And then Sigourney Weaver. Okay, you took her from Aliens. I took her from Ghostbusters. I'm effing her because one of the best Bill Murray lines in that movie, and there's a lot of them, is he said, "I don't like to get involved with women that are possessed," and then she fucking kind of gets on top of them, and he said, "Well, it's more of a guideline than a rule." So that would be my guideline. I'm effing the shit out of and when she was on that fucking chair too, she kind of, you know what I'm talking about, even though I can't articulate right now. Okay, so that's the end of that. And next week we might, next week, actually, I know. We have two 31-year-old singers that are going to come up for Would You Rather next week. So you make sure you stay tuned next week. But for right now, stay tuned because we have Samurai Chatter. I waited a little bit to do that right there because I want poor Jeff T's song to go in there, you know.
He gets plenty of run.
Does he? Okay.
Of course.
Okay. We're going to have him on here pretty soon. We haven't had an interview for a long time.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has been. Okay. We're in a Samurai Chatter, which we have right here in person, Samurai Chatter. And this is why you can play along at home. Tiny doesn't know the questions either, you know, and to his credit, he said, no, he's willing to do them right off the cuff. And
I'm well versed.
He's well versed and he doesn't do a very good job anyway. So what the fuck? Who cares? All right. So these aren't really Halloween, but they're pretty sick, most of them.
Uh-oh.
All right. There are 4 would you rather questions we have. Would you rather buy all used underwear or used toothbrushes?
Oh, teeth are big for this. Is underwear. I'm taking buying used underwear. Teeth. I like my teeth. I have nice teeth. I'm not fucking with that.
I'm agreeing with you. I don't even have nice teeth, but I at least value them. At least I have my originals.
That's right.
And underwear you can clean and or just fucking don't buy them and fucking don't even wear them. But yeah, toothbrushes.
You should see what I'm doing to my underwear right now with what's going on. It's
No, I probably told this story, but I'm gonna tell it again because how many of you fucking remember?
Oh no.
I'm going to college with 2 of my buddies, obviously, and the one guy said something about he forgot to bring a toothbrush up since the beginning of the semester, and the other guy said, "You didn't bring your toothbrush. What the fuck have you been doing?" And he looked at him. He says, "I've been using yours." And he was serious.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Did I tell that story before?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Or I've heard the story. Whether it's here or not, I don't know.
Okay. It's still funny. You can hear a story twice. Okay. That's thanks to Bama and Mags right there. Would you rather go on tour with Elton John or Cher?
Oh, man.
And if you need time to think, I'll be happy to answer.
Go ahead.
Okay. First off, the nice thing about this thing is you can fuck either one of them. So I feel like it's a win-win. But okay, since I could fuck either one, I like Elton John's music way better than Cher's. So I'm going with Elton John.
I was headed that way too because they attract the same crowd, I think, for the most
Probably.
part. I'm taking Elton John. Actually, my buddy Wally's told this story. He's one of the few people he's seen Elton John, or was it? Yeah, it was Elton John and AC/DC the same weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I would like to see those two. I mean, even though that's pretty damn different, but yeah, I would like to see those two also.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather clean up someone else's vomit or blood?
Oh, blood, vomit, ski. Even the dog vomit throws me off. So I'm going blood.
I'm agreeing with you.
Wow.
I've coached basketball for most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've had to deal with both of these. Mm-hmm. And blood has no chunks.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that at all. In all my years of coaching, if you got bloodied, I told you to go somewhere. Usually we didn't have a trainer, but the piece of shit places that I fucking coach, go clean yourself up. I'll get the blood. But if you vomit, I told people, if you're having problems, get to the damn can. Because, I'm not cleaning up anything with chunks in it. So
I'm not a chain reaction guy. Like, there's some people when they see or watch someone throw up, they do too. But I think everything else associated with it's just awful.
No, I agree. Okay.
Wow, we agreed 3 for 3.
I know, and we might agree here too.
No.
In fact, we are going to agree here. Well, maybe, I don't know. Would you rather drink sour milk or brush your teeth with soap?
I have brushed my teeth with soap. So
why?
It was when I was working. I was still working retail branches, banking, and you had to work as a branch manager. You had to work every other Saturday morning. Well, I was still drinking pretty good back then, and I was still drunk going to work that morning.
Wait a minute, back then you take one podcast off of drinking because your fucking ass is fucked up.
Yeah,
and now he was drinking big back.
Well, I was still drunk in the morning. That was happening for quite a while.
All right,
and I actually, I used the pump soap dispenser
on purpose.
No, but I was like 3 or 4 brushes in. I was like, so. But sour milk, I've done that too, unfortunately.
Really?
I don't like it.
Okay, so you're going with the teeth.
I'm taking the soap.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you because the sour milk goes all the way down. That can fuck you up for a lot of time. Mm-hmm. The teeth with soap, that'll fuck you up for a while. And it would fuck me up a little longer than most because I talked about I don't even like to swim in the ocean because somehow I swallow every fucking thing. But at least that would be accidental in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Whereas the sour milk could fuck you up. So
you could get like a coffee and kind of wash it out a little bit and get,
Is that what you did?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, damn. I hate to say, but we agreed on everything there.
Yeah. Maybe because it's of the dynamic of sobriety. the world's aligned.
All right, maybe I'll even change my one answer. Okay, I guess I could fuck Cher instead of Elton John.
Wait a minute, I thought it was just go to their concert. Why are we fucking them?
Oh, well, right. Because I was on a roll fucking all those 7 chicks from the last segment.
Fucked all them too.
Yeah, I'm just fucking everybody now. Okay. All right, but I'm done fucking people. How about that? And now I got a quote from we rotate. This is Yogi Berra.
Nice.
Yogi Berra. During the World Series, what could be better? That's right. Huh? And he actually said these things, people. He said, "You better cut that pizza in 4 pieces because I'm not hungry enough to eat 6." He really said it.
I love it.
Okay. Thanks for staying with us for all this time for 75. We'll be back with 76 next week.
10,